Hi everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, here to bring you a few readings. Yes, I'm a little bit late today. Usually I do my readings in the morning, however I've just been too busy over the last few days. So we've moved from, because the light is actually better here in the evening. And so yes, this is my kitchen. So without further ado, we shall have a look and see what the energies are doing for this week. The general energy report. So for those of you who have only just found my channel either on Instagram on the Navigator's Tarot or Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube, just hit like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll have a look and see what's going on with the energies at the moment. The general energies. There's a death of the old world that is actually occurring, but there's also a death and a change and transformation that's happening on a cellular level for many, for a lot of us who have made the choice to move forward into these new world energies. Also too, I will say that there is a change that is going to start to occur. We're going to start to see many changes on in the financial sector. Not sure exactly how those changes will look, but definitely the old world structure is dying, and the old world banking corporation that we have known in the past is going through dramatic change at the moment. Yes, and there, oh, yeah. Yeah, so huge changes that will, on the financial front, that is going to lead to greater prosperity for everyone. However, in the meantime, in the dying process, it is going to look a little ugly for a lot of us. And for those who have not chosen to awaken or move forward in any way, shape or form, will not probably see just what the changes will bring, in that it will bring a lot of prosperity to the general populace of the world. But a lot of people who are not awake to that will struggle, I think, in the coming months and the coming years. And also too, I will say that in the next few months, there's going to be quite a lot of not exposure, what is the word that I'm looking for? There's going to be a lot of truth that is going to come through, and it's going to start to be told by a lot of people. And so no one will be able to escape the truth that comes out. But I also will say that the reason why the truth has taken so long to come out is that, you know, a lot of people have not awoken to the falsehoods, or, you know, pretty much the lies that have been told for millennia. And, you know, it is quite daunting and a little bit confronting when you are, when a lot of the truth is literally hitting you in the face. Just recently, and like I've been saying for quite some time, like we really need to have an emergency broadcast, and people, you just need to wake up and, move forward. I couldn't be really probably further from the truth. It is so difficult when you are confronted. And I'd forgotten, like when I awoken, which I went through an awakening 23 years ago, and it was only about 10 or so years ago that I found a lot of the information and the truth about what actually happens with children. I remember at the time going through a huge depression, after I found out a lot of what actually does occur on the earth plane, the evil that is present in so many of the institutions that we live in. Religious institutions, financial institutions, educational systems, it doesn't matter, political systems, it does not matter. There is a lot of it is driven purely by evil people, and who create heinous acts. And so it is very, very difficult. It was difficult back 10 years ago when I was looking at that. And just recently it came home to me that, I was confronted with something very graphic, and I thought I was ready to actually see what actually, does occur and just how evil people can be. And, I found that over the last 2 days that I've not slept very well at all because of what I had actually seen. And, I would consider myself fairly awake, and spiritually awakened to like a lot of the evils on the planet now because I've been doing this work for so long. But you imagine somebody that is only just waking up and being confronted with what I'd seen that shocked me over the last, 2 days that I've since I've seen this particularly graphic video. People are slow to awaken, and finally I've realized that's okay, because it is very confronting. The actual evil that is on this planet is next level, and so it's we need to awaken to all of that so that we can then move forward into, some people say ignorance is bliss. Well, I don't believe that at all. I feel that, eventually we are a part of this matrix, part of this world and this changing structure that is occurring at the moment. And but what I will say is that just over the last couple of days, even though I've had that very confronting episode that happened, I will say that what it's actually doing is uncovering a lot more of the darkness that I didn't know was still within my cellular system. And because, as you know, what we see in our outer world is only a projection of what we hold within. And it's not just, us. This is a collective, this is on a collective level as well as individually. So, we are all one. So no matter what we actually see or hear or anything like that, we have to at some point come to the realization that to change anything that is going on in our outer world, we must first find what lies within, that the untruths and the and our own darkness that lies within, that must be challenged and brought forth and released in some way. So I hope that makes some sense. But yeah, so where we go one, we go all, and I do actually believe that, because we are all one. So it is very, very difficult what we're all going through at the moment. There is so much change, and a lot of the evil is being uncovered, and that is an amazing thing to happen. Someone said to me, wouldn't you rather be, remain ignorant? But no, I do not wish to remain ignorant. How can we change anything, within or in our outer world if we remain ignorant? It doesn't work that way. So we have the star, which is hope in the midst of difficulties. So even though we are going through these immense changes on, physiological level, cellular level, on a spiritual level, all of that is occurring because of what is actually also happening in the cosmos, in the stars, and also with our sun, and also too, as above, so below, and whatever's going on with the changes here within our own structure. The sun is also too going through a massive amount of change, as is the cellular sun that is within and down in the earth plane. So all of it is just, everything's starting to move and shift, and we're all a part of it. Yeah. Yes, we're coming full circle, but we are coming into a greater, oh, look at that, beautiful. So a greater sense of emotional independence is occurring for a lot of us as we move through these changes. And a lot of us are starting to now move forward very quickly. We also have the 10 of Pentacles. So we will be moving into greater prosperity as these changes occur. So as everything changes from within, everything changes also on an outer level. So as it's all happening, we will start to see the fall of the old and especially the financial systems. That, I feel, is the next big thing to fall and to change, and change for the better for all of us. Whoop, daisy. So yes, it's about building our wealth, but wealth does not always mean you know, finances. Wealth actually means our physical health, our mental well-being, our physiological, cellular structure as it's changing. You know, we will also find that a lot of us will move into a different way of being, and also too, a lot of our diets will begin to change, and the way we begin to see food will also begin to change. We've been told a lot of lies over the years about food, and exactly, you know, that it causes so much damage to the physical body in some form. I would actually say, if you have naturally growing food in your garden, or even if you actually go to you know, like a market or anything like that, where the food is organic, where the food is of, you know, that's not heavily produced, you know, with sugars and all sorts of other sorts of horrible nasties that the establishment have been poisoning us with for years, then, you know, then you are probably on the way to good health. So, you know, it's just, but we will begin to see a lot of lies start to come through about just what is good for us and what is not. Yeah, so one more card. We'll just have a look and see what else is going on. The sun is going through lots of change at the moment. Oh yeah, it's like a lot of change. And I will say also too, because the sun is upside down, and in the other cards too that I picked up, it was also upside down. So I will say that we're going to be going through some tough times, but it will eventually lead to prosperity, that's the Four of Pentacles. And we, you know, so if you have any kind of savings at all, maybe do what you can to preserve that, because yeah, we're going to be going through some changes, but all for the good. And this is our sacrifice, which is the Death card. It's all going through huge transformation. So do whatever you can, go within, find where you need to change any sort of outmoded ideas or ways of being, and or even, you know, in what you're eating, looking at, you know, anything that you're looking at on the internet. Find a way to channel some amazing energies that are already starting to come through all of us, through our cellular structure. And yeah, we'll move into these gorgeous, gorgeous energies that are just waiting for us to move us forward into this gorgeous new world that is already here. And the world, we are literally coming full circle. So to get grounded, take your shoes off, get on the bare earth, and yeah, start to really feel the presence, that gorgeous presence of Gaia, the beautiful feeling of, you know, the gorgeous energies from the earth plane. All right, so that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.